It's Wednesday night after a long day, and the last thing you want to do is cook dinner from scratch. But you still want a satisfying, tasty meal without the guilt? Enter your freezer's sidekick, Cauliflower. From thin and crispy cauliflower crust pizzas to all-natural white meat chicken tenders and more, Cauliflower is gluten-free always, satisfies every craving, and is ready in minutes. Cauliflower is available in freezer aisles nationwide. Visit eatcauliflower.com/where-to-buy to find a store near you.
Critical hit Punch All Nazis takes place in the early days of World War II and combines high adventure with cosmic horror. All dates, locations, and historical events are thrown out the window in order to create a fun story, so don't put too much thought into historical inaccuracies. All accents are done poorly, but with love, and no disrespect is intended. These black leather-clad figures rush at you, and the one that is closest to you, Carlos, takes one of his blades and he puts it right under your chin, and he says, "Just open the portal. We can get out of here. Trust me, kid."
All right. Everybody calm down.
And the woman with the blonde hair raises her hand. "Stop." This is like the first time you've kind of really heard her talk.
Let's play ball.
Wait, don't forget about me. And coming down the stairs is this guy, tall, thin guy dressed in a white lab coat. And he's got this high widow's peak. And he has these like gauntlets on his wrists. I guess where else would you have gauntlets? And he comes in, he goes, I thought you were going to start the ceremony without me. And you kind of just see some eye rolls, and really, Valentino, when Lizelle does her eye roll, it's even creepy. Yeah,
because it has no eyelid.
Yep, exactly.
Just rolling in an empty socket.
It is I, Dr. West.
Dr. West?
Yes, Dr. Herbert West, at your service.
I look over. That's fantastic. I look over at Doc.
Doc has a look of complete disbelief on his face.
Yeah, you've never met Dr. West in real life.
But I'm pretty sure that he's dead. That, of course,
no.
What does that mean?
Rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. I had to go underground, see? The Nazis welcomed me in with my peculiar talents that they thought might be useful in this kind of a situation. Yes.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. Just focus on killing that platypus.
What? A platypus?
I have a question. If you take the pin out of a grenade, can you put it back in?
You can, yes.
Okay. I'll motion to Valentino. Let's play ball.
Yeah, I guess I'll put a pin in that.
Just lick the fuse.
Yes.
It's like a firecracker. You could use it later.
And like Dr. West
can't get rid of a bomb.
Dr. West is licking his hand and slicking back his hair, and he's going up to the dais, standing next to everybody. I can't believe you were going to do this without me. Yeah. It's okay, Dr. West. It's okay. Calm down. I'm the greatest mind that ever was. Yeah, we know. You're the greatest mind. You're the smartest man. Yes, you're the great Dr. West. We know. We thank you for all your efforts that you have done, but for now, please be quiet. Ow. And then the commander turns back to you. Well, if you have all of the artifacts, we should probably begin, yeah?
I suppose.
All right, Valentino, lead us through this ceremony and everything that goes on with it.
All right. I go ahead and put on the mask, I suppose.
Okay. So you put on the mask and you don't see anything yet. It's almost like you need to summon somebody towards you.
What can we summon? Quick, everybody say the poem.
Is it the book?
Is it the flute?
It is the flute.
The flute. Okay. Well, they have the flute.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why don't you tell Lizelle what she needs to do? Or go ahead, Carlos. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna try and assist Valentino.
Okay. We'll mark that down when it comes time for that. The German officer goes over to your father and lifts up his hand and rips the ring off of his finger. The finger is still intact, but he brings that over and he puts it into Valentino's hand.
All right. Am I supposed to put that on?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go ahead and put on the ring.
Okay.
And take the pendant from Carlos.
All right.
That on as well.
Yep.
Is there anything else I need to don here?
Well, I'll give you the dagger too.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I'll bang you over the head with the crystal and insert 3 dimes.
Oh, so Doc, as you peer through the orb, you can see on the other side of the altar, close to where the blonde black sun woman is, you see a spot that just lights up and glows.
A soft spot.
No. What does the orb do?
The orb points at the doorway.
Orb points at the doorway. Correct. Do you say that to anybody?
Yeah, he says it to me, and then I lean over to Blisco and I say, "That's where Norway is." And then he says, "That's where the narwhal is," to Valentino.
Okay, Valentino, right on the other side of the altar is where the narwhal is.
Okay.
I hate you guys so much right now.
Well, play the book and the orb upon the altar, upon
Okay. All right.
top of the tablet.
Okay.
Do you need to read from the book, or do you have the thing memorized? Or is reading from the book part of it?
I think he needs to read from the book.
Yeah, I feel like reading the book's part of it, but yeah.
Yeah. So Lizelle takes the flute and she's like, I cannot play this. I have no lips.
Right. Here, let me take that.
Okay. Let me tell you the song to play.
Yeah.
You need to go re, mi, do, so.
Re, mi, do, so.
Yes. And she looks at you. You know this song? Yes, the second do is an octave below the first.
Okay.
Yes. And you need to play that again and again and again.
Okay. I'll start doing that.
All right. So you start playing the song, and Valentino, after a moment, you start to see like mist on the floor, and the mist starts to rise up. And these are people that are like obscured with shrouds. Like they're not robes, but they're like, shrouds wrapped around them. And they kind of float up with their arms extended, and they kind of spin and turn, and then they start like flying around the room. And every time they come by you, they whisper, "Say the chant 3 times," says one of them. And so they're telling you, you're going to have to do this spell 3 times or say the words. In the book, it only had it once. And then another one will fly around. "Each time, cut your hand." And then another spirit floats by and says, The Narwhal will appear on the other side of the altar.
All right. I'll take my position on the opposite side of the altar. Gonna be swaying with the rhythm of the song.
Yeah, it's got a nice bossa nova beat to it.
If Carlos is playing it, definitely it's a little jazzier than it needs to be.
There you go.
Start the chant kind of low and slow for the first iteration.
Okay. Everything seems to be going okay.
And
nothing happens yet.
And once I reach the end, slice my palm.
All right, slice your palm. So first thing that needs to happen here is you need to cast your magic. Let me look and see exactly what you need to do.
All right.
You need to cast, so this is going to be pretty difficult. This is going to be a D3.
Oh, no.
Daedler has a power of 1. So this is a power of 3. So in order to generate those other 2 power in this round, you need to give me 2 threat.
Do I give you 2 threat now, or is it every effect that I roll generates?
Oh, every effect that you roll. There you go.
Yeah.
So
2 per effect for power 3.
Yep.
Oh boy.
All right. So you are using will for this. Will plus, is it academia? Is that it? The occultism?
Yeah, I believe so.
So will plus academia D3. And there is a stress component of this, meaning that if you succeed, we will have to roll some damage dice, but you will take no more than 4 mental stress each round we do this. Because there is a cost to magic.
Oh, I see. So I think, basically I have to roll the cost.
Okay.
Each turn that I try.
Okay.
Until
you succeed. And since there's 3 rounds, you're going to have to do this 3 turns.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So you've got a D2 or D3, sorry, D3 on this. And then you have to do the cost, which we said was 4. Let's make this easier because I said you will take no more than 4. It will be two dice worth of mental stress.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and burn a momentum for this first one.
Okay.
I'll roll.
Okay.
Roll versus 3 successes.
3 successes. So perfect. And so now you just need to roll 2d6s.
All right.
All right. So you take 2. Yeah. So you take 2 fatigue.
All right.
All right. So the first one goes without fault. Everybody is standing. All of the non leather-clad, blade-wielding types all start to crowd closer. And now the rest of you can kind of start to see some kind of glow in the room. You also kind of see a swirling mist. And this time, as you begin as chanting the second part of the spell, this time one of the ghosts comes in and says, at the end of the third, cast the lightning. Whatever that means. And then it shouldn't be too hard. I think just, pointing and will probably be enough. Okay. And the others are like, repeat it 3 times. Don't forget to cut your hand, et cetera, et cetera.
All right. So, yep. I start repeating the second time, going a little bit faster, a little bit louder.
Okay.
And reach the end. Make another slash on my hand, kind of at X.
Okay. And you've got 1 momentum left still.
All right.
You're going to use it this time?
Yep, I'm going to use that.
Okay.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, so go ahead and roll your dice. This one was not good. You may have mispronounced a word. Okay, so you take two more fatigue.
But no effect this time.
No effect this time.
All right.
Let's try that again.
All right. And basically reaching a fever pitch here. And loudly and quickly but steadily give the incantation one last time and slash again, bisecting the other two slashes. And I'll burn a fortune for this one.
All right, very good.
And rolling. Oh, I guess technically I should have only rolled one more die.
Yeah, I'll let you roll the 2 though. So we'll give you one more momentum back. And then what do you do? So you had your chant going. The music was playing. The ghosts were swirling. They told you to fire off the lightning.
So I thrust my bloody palm towards the opening and concentrate.
Yeah, a big burst of lightning just shoots out of your hand. Your hand starts to glow and burn, and this lightning bolt just shoots out. It's a big orangish yellow bolt of lightning, shoots out from your hand and hits the spot on the other side of the altar. The altar itself, the stone, has been taking all your dripping blood, and it's all kind of worked into the grooves and the tracks of the stone, and the stone is lighting up, and you can hear Lizelle saying something like, yes, I've been waiting for this. And you can hear Dr. West go, yes, this is where I will finally find the answer. And you can hear John Arbogast go, excellent. This is most excellent. And at that point, there is just a big explosion on the other side of this altar as this tear, this rip in reality just opens up, and you see through to the other side, and it's a big bright light glowing at you from all sides, from out of the portal, and it's just this amazing light that is sustaining and holding. Congratulations, you have succeeded? Question mark on this magical spell. Very good, very good. We are going to be one step closer. I don't think we need these others right now, do we? And you hear Lizelle go, no, we no longer need any of them. And she looks right at you, Valentino. You could have had me, but you said no. And she raises her hand, and everybody starts moving to you. And at that moment, high above on the roof of the factory, there was this big skylight, and you hear this crash, and there's just this rain of glass and debris come falling down. These ropes come falling down from out of the sky, and sliding down on the ropes are Badger and his commandos, and they just start opening fire. Boom, 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 pow, pow, boom, boom, bing, 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 at everybody down on the floor. And there are like Black Sun people falling left and right. They're returning fire. The black-clad gimpy characters start running up towards the rope and start climbing and trying to slash at the guys that are up there. It is complete chaos on the floor. And Carlos, Dr. Smith pulls off his mask and he says, come on, this is the way. The door's open. We can go through. Come on. And at the same time, John Arbogast is like, yes, Carlos, let's go through. This is the way. This is what we've been waiting for. Answers to everything. Come on, come on. And he starts moving towards the opening, and Dr. Smith is pulling you, Carlos, towards the opening as well. What does everyone do?
Can I grab the book, vault over the altar, and jump into the rift?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you are the first one to jump through the rift, and everybody watches as Valentino enters the rift, and his body just glows up like a light bulb, and you can like see his skeleton through, and then he just kind of turns to dust. Come on, come on!
So, like, these two guys are like pulling me.
Well, Dr. Smith is pulling you. John John Arbogast has helped up his wife, and he is walking towards the portal as well.
That was what I was gonna check, is if somebody's got the mom. So
yeah, and then Dr. West is like, perfect, and he runs over to the opening as well and jumps through, and the same thing happens. His body just lights up in this brilliant white light, and you see his skeleton, and poof, he turns to dust as well.
Well, I guess everybody's doing it, so why can't we?
Yeah, John Arbogast gets to the opening, and he's like, "Don't wait, honey, go through." And he pushes his wife through to the other side, and she's like, "I'll see you soon, John." And poof, she's into this exploded dust particles as well. And there's just like chaos all around you. Like lightning guns are going off in all directions. Grenades are exploding. Doc, as you are going up the steps, one of the Noctwolf falls down dead in front of you. Just his face is just a bloody, mangled mess.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
There's no time to shoot Liesel right in the face, is there?
No, I mean,
okay.
You could if you wanted to, but
Doc's going to throw himself into the portal.
Okay, Doc does a how are you going to do that?
You know how Donald Duck, when he gets really mad, just kind of goes, and just kind of like bulls in chest first.
Okay,
it's kind of like that, but it's also a little bit of Dr. West is messing with Doc's head at this point. Just his presence and existence. So yeah, Doc is kind of going to leap in like he's trying to follow him almost.
Okay. Yeah, you leap in like almost in. Are you like almost like a blind following? Is that what you're doing?
Not necessarily a blind, maybe,
more like an intellectual curiosity with a dose of insanity.
Maybe if you die, I die, we all die. Everybody. It's hard to say, but Doc does not look well, and he throws himself into a rift.
Okay, so Doc throws himself into the rift, and again, he lights up just everything. And Doc, as this bright light envelops you, you see some kind of weird creature with a horn sticking out of its forehead, and it's like,
Narwhal.
So Valentino has gone through. Blisco and Carlos.
Yeah, I'll go through.
All right. Both of you, or at least you jump through, and as you jump through, your dad just looks at you with this mad glare in his eye and pushes you through. He follows right behind. And then Blisco, are you following as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess.
You go running up the steps, and Smith is there just ahead of you as he bursts through, and something about his leather suit doesn't light up as much, so it's barely a glow, but he also just disintegrates into dust. And you hear Badger yelling at you guys, "No, don't go through!" And that's the last thing that any of you hear.
As you roll up new characters.
As you all open your eyes, and you are standing in the lobby of a theater. And the first to arrive is Valentino. And Valentino, you arrive, and you look around, and yeah, this is like a theater where you would go see a play. It's kind of done in a French style. Somewhat something familiar about it, like maybe you've been to this theater before. There's a ticket window in front of you, and on each side are doors leading into the theater proper. A moment later, other people start to appear, and so then we have the Arbogast both appear. Carlos appears. Dr. Smith appears. Blisco and Doc appears. Dr. West appears out of nowhere, as does the woman with blonde hair, and Lizelle also shows up. and two of the Knocked Wolf, and they both have their laser rifles with them.
Yeah, I start shooting, and I'm like, let's find some other place.
Wait! And John Arbogast raises up his hands. Wait! Don't anybody do anything. We are in a reality that we don't understand. And if I am to get the Key of Solomon, we all need to work together.
I feel like that's a pretty good reason for us to not work together.
Why would we want you to have the Key of Solomon?
Besides, like 50 Nazis are going to pour through there in a second.
Oh, no. As soon as the last Nazi comes through, the glow fades behind you. And what looks like the exit, what would normally be the exit of the theater, is just a walled marble stone all the way around. Like you're trapped in this area.
We broke the fourth wall.
So there's what, a dozen people here?
More or less.
Dozen people, but only 3 lightning guns.
Is Smith more of a pistol guy or more of a rifle guy?
He's more of a pistol guy.
I toss him my pistol.
Okay.
And take out my rifle.
The blonde woman raises her hand and says, you would all be wiped out instantly with my creatures. There's no need to do any fighting. We are all here together. We do not know what awaits in these strange lands, so we might as well work together. Obviously, there's no way back. Herr Sonntag, what do you suggest we do? And John Arbogast is like, well, we have doors here. We should probably go through. Don't you agree, Fraulein Sonntag? And Carlos's mother is like, yes, I agree completely with you.
All right. Let's do it that way. But I suggest if anything comes out, moss, paws, tentacles, we're going to feed a Nazi to it.
Better than me, boy.
I'll look at him and I'll be like, you know what we call somebody who sits with Nazis and hangs out with Nazis?
A duck.
Yes, yeah. What is that?
A Nazi.
Well, son, politics does not concern your mother and I, because it's the wealthy that dictate how the world works, and we are the ones that are making all of the decisions. When this war is over, Germany may win and Germany may lose, but regardless, our wealth is going to grow exponentially, and we'll continue to manipulate the world stage behind the scenes, because we are the true power.
Yes, the wealthy will.
Yes. And right now, the only ones wealthier than us is that damn industrialist from America. Fill in his name here because I have forgotten. And he goes over and
Rockefeller.
Charles Foster Kane. Probably Rockefeller, yeah.
Yeah, Rockefeller.
But even Rockefeller is going to be on. Yeah, but even Rockefeller is on our side. And he goes over and he opens the theater door. Shall we?
I don't suppose we might get an introduction. And Doc sort of nods at the blonde lady who he at least does not recognize.
Oh, you've seen this blonde woman before. She was the one that was
it's in Italy.
Not in Italy, but the.
Does she have a name?
Wherever you guys lost the flute.
Oh,
that was
Belgium.
That was Germany.
That was Belgium.
Yeah.
Belgium.
Somewhere in Europe.
I have no interest in you. You do not need to know my name. And she walks through the theater door. Thank you, Herr Sonntag. And then the other Nazis follow as well. Mrs. Arbogast goes through the doors as well. The rest of you are kind of standing out in the lobby. And Dr. West is kind of dancing with glee. This is the answer. This is the answer. Yes. And he also goes through into the theater. Come on, come on.
Marta Scarmao, Dios, I'm going to shoot both of them.
You're going to do that now?
We'll
No.
get I'm sure you'll get your chance.
I hope so.
Come on, guys. And Smith goes through the door as well.
Follow Monty.
Yeah, so you all enter into the theater, and this is a very nice plush theater. It's got red velvet seats, and it's very comfortable. It's done in an Art Nouveau style, so there's lots of little frills and twirls everywhere. Big red curtain up at the front of the stage, and it's lit. The curtain is lit, and there are plenty of seats in this theater for you to sit down in if you want. There's like little gas lights all along the wall that are lighting up the theater.
Are we expecting a show?
Everybody just kind of looks at each other and kind of shrugs their shoulders. The blonde woman goes and takes a seat in the second row center. The Arbogast sit next to her, and the other people start filtering as well. Dr. West goes and sits down next to your mother, Carlos, and she kind of looks repulsed by him.
Sure. All right. I guess we are expecting a show.
So the rest of you go up, and where are you going to sit? Are you going to sit?
Definitely definitely behind the Nazis.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say a few
All right.
rows back.
Yeah, so you're like in rows 3 through 5, scattered randomly, I'm guessing.
Sure.
Okay. The minute that everybody sits down, the house lights dim, and the curtain rises, and there is a set. And there's a black sun painted on the background. And this looks like some far away kingdom. And a woman enters from stage left, and she is very beautiful. And she's wearing a mask over her face, and she's dressed in a very pale yellow. And she comes out, and she stands there like looking off into the distance. And a moment later, another woman comes up on stage, and the woman all dressed in the pale yellow with the mask on says, "The shadows lengthen in the west." And everything starts to get kind of dark and wobbly, and everybody in the room starts to feel like maybe a little nauseous. And everybody, please roll me a will plus resilience. D2.
Can I use my Dauntless talent?
You may.
Nerds.
And actually, Carlos, for you, you only have a D1 on this.
Okay.
One success.
Okay. Blisco, 1 success. Valentino, 1 success. Doc, 1 success.
Me also 1 success.
Okay, only 1 success for you. So everybody but Carlos takes 2 mental stress. How you holding up there, Valentino? What's that?
Is it corrigible?
Yes. If you have stuff that can soak up mental stress.
Forgot about that. Okay.
Valentino, how are you feeling? That spell took a lot out of you, yes?
Yeah, well, thanks to the courage, I got some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 boxes left.
Okay. All right. So you're very tired right now.
Yeah.
From that. That took a lot out of you. So whatever you're seeing on the stage is really weird. It's almost like you can't tell, is this a real set? Is this a real city? Carlos, please roll me a insight plus academia D1. 1.
I'll spend the momentum that we have.
Okay.
2 successes.
Hey, very good. You get a momentum back. The minute that this woman comes on stage and says that first line, you know that this is the play, The King in Yellow.
Yeah. I mean, I figured just from the set design.
I don't know how the rest of the play goes because I'm too chicken shit to read it and go insane. But you recognize this person up on the stage, Carlos, as Casilda, Queen of Carcosa. And as the first little part of the play progresses, everybody keeps talking about the king is coming here soon. There seems to be some kind of intrigue in the court. There's rumors that Casilda is having an affair with someone else. And every once in a while, when Casilda is not on the stage, another woman comes out that looks exactly like Casilda, but without the mask. And she appears to be a maiden of some kind. It's all very strange and weird. And for everyone else, this seems like utter nonsense. Valentino, you have been to many plays with Antoine, and you recognize this as complete drivel. Whoever wrote this had to be a madman. Even John Arbogast seems to be getting more and more irritated as this play goes on because he doesn't understand what the point of any of this is.
How's West taking it in?
West is enthralled with this for some reason.
No, that makes sense.
He keeps muttering under his breath, Doc, you can hear it. Any moment the dead bodies will start piling up and then they'll be mine. Or maybe I should say, pretty soon the dead bodies will be piling up and then they will be mine.
Dutch.
Yep.
Carcosa in Latin means corpse.
Mm.
Does it mean anything in any other languages? Because this play is terrible.
Oh. I know it seems terrible now, but it's just about to get good. See, that other lady is actually not the same person, but actually possibly a secret third person, because every time she appears, we don't know who she is, so she might actually be different characters. It's great. Keep watching.
But why does the King in Yellow always hang around with that curious little monkey?
There is no King in Yellow. No, the King in Yellow has not appeared. But there does appear
in the yellow hat.
As the first act is wrapping up. It appears that everything is leading up to a big party with the arrival of the King in Yellow. And with that, the curtains close. Critical Hit Punch All Nazis is a production of Major Spoilers Entertainment and was produced and edited by me, Stephen Schleicher. If you would like to get a behind-the-scenes making of this episode, be sure to check out the GM Roundtable Octoon Cthulhu Edition at our Patreon page, patreon.com/Major Spoilers. Each week I discuss my plans for the upcoming game session, and Dr. Brad Will is there to share his reactions and advice on how to be a better game master. I will warn you, though, there are spoilers galore in every installment of the GM Roundtable Octoon Cthulhu Edition. So, if you don't like spoilers and don't want to know what I'm planning next, don't listen to these episodes. Though, I will say, if you do listen, you'll be able to see how and where the players throw a wrench into my plans, and you're also going to have greater insight into the world that's being built into this campaign. Finally, we want you to record yourself doing your best on Critical Hit and send it to us at podcast@majorspoilers.com, and your voice will join the growing chorus of fans in upcoming episodes as well. Thank you again for listening this week, and here's hoping all of your dice rolls are critical hits.
This podcast is copyright 2025 by Major Spoilers Entertainment, LLC.